The long-term trial site in the Victorian Mallee region is focused on developing more resilient legume-inclusive cropping systems for local farming conditions. The cornerstone of this work is a 4-year, fully phased, long-term rotational trial established in 2025. The project is supported by the Australian Government through funding from the Natural Heritage Trust under the Climate Smart Agriculture Program, and delivered by the Mallee CMA with support from Mallee Sustainable Farming.
Cropping systems across the Mallee are based on cereals such as wheat and barley, but including non-cereal break crops remains essential to help disrupt pest, disease and weed cycles.
When those break crops are legumes, they also fix valuable nitrogen into the soil, improving fertility and reducing reliance on synthetic nitrogen fertilisers. While growers' use of legume crops such as lentils, field pea and vetch has increased, there are still important questions to answer.
What are the most profitable rotations? How do different rotations impact soil fertility and ground cover? How much nitrogen is actually being fixed?
And how does that influence fertiliser requirements for the following cereal crops? To help answer these questions, the project is evaluating 5 different cropping rotations, each with 50% legume inclusion, but using different legume crops, sequences and management approaches.
The rotations were developed in consultation with local growers and advisors to ensure they reflect real farming systems and priorities in the Mallee. The trial includes
a more traditional rotation with the inclusion of vetch hay, a higher intensity lentil system, another more traditional rotation including field peas,
a double-stacked legume system to improve weed control opportunities,
and rotation incorporating herbicide-tolerant lentils, also aimed at expanding weed control options. Over 4 years, the project will monitor crop yield, profitability, soil fertility, and ground cover. The site has also been designed with double plots to allow researchers to respond to new questions and emerging issues as the project progresses.
The aim is to generate robust, locally relevant data that helps growers identify rotations that are both economically viable and environmentally sustainable.
Alongside the long-term rotation trial, the site will also include smaller trials and demonstrations over the 4 years, focused on key issues for Mallee farming systems. This includes intercropping trials investigating systems where wheat and vetch are cropped together, aiming to understand the impact of such a system on yield, nitrogen balance, and soil health. MAP fertiliser demonstration strips, exploring phosphorus fertiliser rates on millower soils, and vetch variety trials, allowing for comparison of experimental varieties against current industry standards.
This project is about building practical knowledge for the future of pulse-inclusive farming systems in the Victorian Mallee.
Mallee Sustainable Farming welcomes input, ideas and questions from growers and advisors along the way. So please feel free to reach out. Keep an eye on the MSF website and social media channels for upcoming field days, fact sheets and project updates as the trial continues.